Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage. Today is a good day and a bad day. The good thing is I get to drive this. And the bad thing is this is not mine. So this is not something I normally do. This is going to be a test drive video with a car that is not one of mine, and it's also not rusty. What? This is a Citroën AX and it belongs to a good friend of mine who actually helped me get a lot of the cars in my fleet at the Citroën BX 4x4 and the Citroën Visa GTI. I am doing all that I can at the moment to get my hands on this. I'm trying to swap everything. I really like my family, but maybe, yes, you can fit a big bottle of wine in the door cards. That's the special feature of the AX. But not only that, because this is not just a regular AX. This is an AX Sport. And the Citroën AX Sport is not only very, very light and very nimble, but it also features a 1.3 liter engine with two twin Solex carbs bolted to it. And it's just nice. And before I get a million comments from the AX purists, do those even exist or have they rusted away? This interior is not exactly as it is supposed to be. This car has been rebuilt and not all parts were available. So the dash, I think, is not the correct one, and the door sides, small minor stuff. The car itself and the engine is AX Sport, and I already love it. I have already driven it a couple of kilometers just to get to know it before I start filming. And I want this car. This is a lot of fun. Let's take it for a spin. Let's go. Yes, I don't normally do road tests, but currently I get a lot of great offers for very, very special cars to try and drive, and I think I'm going to do that because I love being in the garage, I love renting, I love rebuilding and reviving stuff, but I also love driving and I love trying different kinds of stuff. And maybe if I just try some of it, I don't get tempted to buy so many projects. So it's also kind of a attempt to control myself a little bit. And when I found out my friend had one of these, I just had to ask if I could go for a ride, and he said, yes, sure. And that's really nice because this is a legendary car, and it's been a dream of mine to drive one of these for a long time. And that probably doesn't surprise anyone because this is a French car, it's a small car, it's a hot hatch. It ticks pretty much all my boxes of stuff I like about cars. And the incredible flimsiness of this car is really something that I like. I know it's actually a bad thing, but I just really love the fact that you can hear everything squeak and rattle. When I close the door, you can almost see the roof pop up slightly. Everything is so thin, which also makes this car very light. And I think it got 95 horsepower, which isn't a lot per se, but because it's so light, it feels really responsive. You could of course get a lot of stuff that was faster back in the days, but the sound of a twin Solex is unbeatable. Whoa! And here comes the town, so I better try to control myself a little bit. It's luckily a very small town, so stay tuned for more. Whoa! Wow, that sound is just mesmerizing. I'm already addicted. The plan for me making test drive videos was actually to try to control my lust to buy more projects, to just try something and then maybe I can let that go. But I can tell you straight away right now that I need an AX Sport in my life. Gotta control myself. I probably shouldn't explode my friend's car. friend and French car. But seriously, this is a lot of fun to drive. I really enjoy it. You probably know that I love the Peugeot 106 Rallye. And I have only driven this for half an hour or something like that. But right now, it's beating the 106 Rallye in fun. I'm not sure that the gearbox is as fun as the 106, but the sound, it's really fun. I mean, come on. It's not very hard to get an engine to sound like this. You can just put on twin carbs, but this is bought from new like this, and that's quite special. I think it's someone really thought I need an AX, and I need it to be a twin Solex. That's really fun. I think they made this car and sold them for homologation reasons to make it possible to use it in rally classes. So there is a reason behind this version, but it's definitely a weird little thing. Oh, it's so nimble. The induction sound almost sound like a turbo whine. I don't know how much we'll pick up on the microphone. Probably not a lot, but it's really addictive, the sound. The owner told me that he loves the sound, but he gets tired of driving the car after 15 minutes or something like that. He likes more comfortable cars, I guess. I'm not tired of it, that's for sure. But remember, I love my A112 Abarth, and this luxury, comparing it to that. Whoa, this is fun! How much fun is this? This is the best day in a long time, because I'm actually going to test drive another car after this one also, which is also fun. That sound is amazing. Those misfires and backfires from the carb from time to time is probably due to not perfectly adjustment, but wow, they make they make it very exciting to drive this car. It's really fun. So this car ticks all my boxes, maybe except the fact that this is actually a pretty car. It's looking very nice. The condition is very good. It's been rebuilt, repainted and all that, and it's done very nicely. It really looks good. It's not something that I normally have or own, and probably won't, because this is, as mentioned, not mine. You might hear that I'm already trying to convince the seller or the seller, it's not even a seller, the owner, to sell me this car, because I like it. I can't afford it either, though, unless you all buy 1 million of my new t-shirts. There's a link down below. Yeah, bumps and stuff is not the most fun in the world in this car, but it's not the famous Citroën suspension. The entire dash is rattling. Oh, it's loose. Oh, this is addictive. I've talked about starting to drive hill climb rallies, most likely in my A112 Abarth, but this one, that would fit the bill quite nicely. The only thing that scares me slightly is the reason why this guy's rebuilt is engine fire, which is not a big surprise considering that big carburetor and a lot of fuel and heat and French and stuff like that. But yeah. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I own a Citroën Visa GTI. I was thinking that maybe they were going to feel similar, but I can already say it's not the case. It's very different. It feels very different. I haven't driven my Visa a lot though, but this feels very different. I also was expecting it to feel a lot like a Citroën Saxo, which I owned as one of my first cars actually. Not in a sporty edition though, but it doesn't feel much like a Saxo either. It feels quite firm and less flexing than I was expecting. I was really expecting a car that really would bend and all that, but it doesn't really. I better put up my GPS and figure out how I get back to the owner of this car before I just accidentally steal it, because I really want to. This has been a lot of fun to test drive. I hope you enjoyed it, and please comment if you do, because I think I'm gonna make more videos like this one. Don't worry, I will be wrenching and fixing stuff just as much, but just sometimes it's nice to not get my hands dirty and do something else, and I will do it anyway, but filming it could be maybe fun for some of you guys. So do comment if you enjoyed. I'm not gonna start test driving normal cars and regular cars and stuff like that, because Hopnut does that brilliantly, and I'm not gonna try to steal his game. But cars like this, special cars, that is something that I would like to test drive. So this will be all for now. Thank you for watching. Check out my new merch shop. There should be a link down below, and you can buy coffee mugs and t-shirts and stuff.